Within a few miles of Doncaster in South Yorkshire lies the nature reserve of Potteric Carr. Now owned and managed by Yorkshire Wildlife Trust, it is comprised of around 200 hectares of grassland, woodland and extensive wetlands. Around 100 species of birds have bred here, including site specialities such as Chetty's warbler, bittern and marsh harrier. But this year was exceptional when the first pair of Black-winged Stilts to breed in Yorkshire arrived at Piper Marsh on the 16th of May. Black-winged Stilts are scarce visitors to the UK, with up to 10 pairs breeding in some years, but usually restricted to southern England. They are migratory birds, normally breeding in southern Europe and wintering in Africa. Within a week of arriving, they had built a basic nest at the edge of an island on Piper Marsh. Both adults took turns to incubate the eggs, gently rotating them before they sat down. They defended their territory strongly against all threats, including little egrets, herons, black-headed gulls, and some mammals. As each bird incubated, the other bird took the opportunity to feed around Piper Marsh and other areas of the reserve. There was fantastic news when all 4 eggs hatched successfully around the 14th of June. The young were out of the nest very quickly and exploring Piper Marsh with the adults. The parents had to be even more vigilant, with the young walking and feeding around various areas of the marsh. At times they were both very aggressive to anything that moved within a few meters of the youngsters. It was a difficult time for the adults, as the young were gaining confidence and exploring different parts of Piper Marsh, feeding independently. The young were still vulnerable to predators over the next few weeks, as they gained strength and developed their wings, and they were soon making some short flights. By the end of July, the birds were flying in different areas of the reserve and feeding on different wetlands, until finally, on the 4th of August, all of the birds took flight and left the reserve for the last time. Initially, the birds moved east to Messingham on the 5th and 6th of August, until relocating at Doddington Pools in Cheshire before continuing on their migration south. This has been a wonderful success for this species in Yorkshire this year, particularly for the staff and volunteers at Potteric Carr. The northerly movement of some species has been associated with climate change and the consequential effects on the breeding habitat of those birds. But it could also be related to the success of certain species and the subsequent expansion of their range, such as little egret and great egret in previous years. The European population of black-winged stilts is increasing. Therefore, let's hope that we'll see more of these birds in future years.